Question 6. The costs and revenue of 4 firms operating in a monopolistically competitive market are shown below. Which firms will continue to operate in the short run but will shut down in the long run? And for a firm to continue to operate in the short run, the total revenue must be greater than the total variable costs. That is, for the firm to continue operating in the short run. For the firm to continue operating in the long run, the total revenue must be greater than total costs. So let's compare these values and see what's happening. So for W, the total revenue is 15 and the total variable cost is 20. So clearly, total variable cost is greater than total revenue. Therefore, this firm cannot operate in the short run. Let's check in the long run. From W, the total revenue is 15 and the total cost is 10 plus 20, which is 30. We know very well that total cost is total variable plus total fixed cost. That's why picking 10 plus 20, which is 30. Now in this case again, the total cost is greater than total revenue, meaning that firm will not again operate in the long run. Let's move to the second firm, Firm X. The total revenue is 80, while the total variable cost is 40. So for this, the total revenue is greater than the total variable cost, meaning that firm will be in operation in the short run, while in the long run, the total revenue is 80 and the total cost is 40 plus 50, which is 90. So in that case, total cost is greater than total revenue, meaning the firm will not be in operation in the long run. Firm Y, the total revenue is 500, while the total variable cost is 300. Then in this case, TR is greater than TVC, therefore the firm will be in operation in the short run. Now let's check what will happen in the long run. We have the firm Y here. Total revenue was 500. Total cost will be 300 plus 300, which is 600. Now again, here this firm, total cost is greater than total revenue. The firm will not operate in the long run. Let's look at the last firm Z. Total revenue is 550, while the total variable cost is 600. So in this case, this is greater than that, meaning the firm will not be in operation in the short run, while in the long run, the total revenue is 550 and the total cost is 700. So again, this is greater than that. The firm will not be in operation in the long run. So the question was, which firms will continue to operate in the short run but will shut down in the long run? Clearly, Firm X will continue to operate in the short run. Firm Y will operate in the short run, and both those two firms will not be in operation in the long run. Therefore, the answer is Firm X and Firm Y, which is B. Question number 7. A firm at its current level of production finds that its short-run marginal cost is less than its short-run average variable cost. Which conclusion about the firm can be drawn from this information? Let's draw the graphs and see. So this is output, this is cost. So now let's have this as short-run average cost, this as short-run average variable cost, and this as short-run marginal cost curve, short-run MC. And the question is, which conclusion about the farm can be drawn from this information? Let's compare the choices and see what we are looking for. Now, average variable cost is constant. Let's check average variable cost is this. Average variable cost is not constant, it's decreasing. Therefore, the first choice out. The average variable cost is falling. Average variable cost is falling. That is true. So that is true. Average variable cost is greater than its average total cost. Let's check. Average variable cost is here. Average total cost, which is also the short run average cost, is lower. Therefore, that is out. Average variable cost is rising. Average variable cost is not rising, is falling. Therefore, this one out. The answer is B. Question number 8. Steel producer X takes over its main competitor, steel producer Y. What would X expect to happen to the price elasticity of demand for its product, the strong run average cost as a result of the takeover? So let's check again quickly. Here, two concepts are being tested. The first concept is PED, the other concept is long run average cost. Now, that is output, and this is average cost, this is price, and this is the uh, quantity demanded. So, for average cost, long run average cost, we know is the envelope curve that way. So, there's the long run average cost. And since this firm is taking over the competitor, we are expecting that the output in the long run will increase and the firm will start benefiting from economies of scale. So the firm will operate at this point or below that point. So in the long run, the average cost is expected to decrease. So the answer could be this or that. In terms of price rest of demand, when they take over the competitor, that means the PED of the product will become less elastic. So it will become inelastic, meaning because the competitor now is not there, the farm is more in control. So the consumers do not have an object or alternative other than to purchase from them. So in that case, the PED value will be less than 1. Therefore, PED will decrease, and that means the best choice is A. Question number 9. What's an example of an external cost? External costs is a costs that are paid for by the third parties. There's spillover effects, third parties. Examples could be pollution costs, e.g., noise pollution, water pollution, air pollution, etc. Traffic congestion is also an external cost. Therefore, let's look at the choices. Distribution costs, these are private costs, energy costs, private costs, labor costs, private costs, and road congestion, this is an external cost. Therefore, the right choice is D. Question number 10. The diagram shows the demand for and supply of a good and the marginal social cost for that good. Assuming there are no external benefits, which area measures the net social benefit at output OQ? Let's check output OQ. At that output, we are having this as the price, and this is the marginal private cost curve, and this is the marginal external cost. Now, clearly, if that's the marginal external cost, then Y is the deadweight loss, WL. Now, any region below the demand curve is a benefit to the consumer. So this is consumer benefit. Any region bounded by the price line and the supply curve, this is the benefit to the producer. So this is producer benefit. The deadweight loss is what the producer and the consumer lose. So in this case, assuming there are no external benefits, which area measures the net social benefit? So the net social benefit will be the benefit to the consumer, that is consumer benefit, plus the benefit to the producer, take away the deadweight loss. So in that case, we have the benefit to the consumer, benefit to the producer being region X, and deadweight loss being region Y. So the answer is X, take away Y, which is B. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.